Hello, this video looks at overall similarity perceptual maps. My name's Jeff. What we're going to do is have a look at this site, perceptualmaps.com, which looks like this. Right over here is where you can find the free template for the OS maps. To start off with, there's some background information, some details on them, etc. And halfway down you've got the free template. Just click on that. And it should pop up, open with Excel, open, and you'll see this welcome page. A little bit of background information, links to extra information if you need it. A little important point, this is not a commercial template. This spreadsheet, as it says, is only designed for marketing students as a learning tool to be able to get an approximate perceptual map through their assignments. Okay, that said, you've got choices. Do we have 5 brands, 6 brands, or 7 brands? Okay, so you just click on any of those. It takes you to this page. What you do is work out what are the 5 brands, so you can put anything here. So I've got some variations. So this is a soft drink, of course, but if I could make that Sprite, that changes there, and what we have is Sprite included down here. So each of these are pairs. We've got 5 brands. They're all paired once to have 10 variations. And you use a 1 to 9 scale. So 1 if they're virtually the same, 5 if halfway in the middle you're not sure, all the way down to 9. You can use a decimal, so you could use 1.5 for example. So 1.5 could be quite acceptable. So you just go through and just enter how close you think these variations are. So that's 1, enter your brands, 2, enter the scores, so we just go into the blue cells, and then finally you call it something, whatever you want to name it. And then once you've done it, you click on it to see your map. That will shoot you over to where the map is. It's just on the side here actually. Or you can go back and say, actually I want to look at 6 brands or 7 brands. Now I've already done a map up. I've used 5 brands and I've put some data in, and you see those images on the website. So if I go here, okay, go to our next one. This is the map that shows on the website. We've got the 5 brands in play. Now the way you look at it is there's no axis, there's no attribute. So you've got to say, okay, what is driving this behavior? Why are consumers classifying the differences between the brands in this manner? So then it's up to you, and here's one example, to work out what the interrelationships would be. In this case we've got Coke and Pepsi to one side, so that clearly indicates some sort of cola type preference versus everything else, and perhaps we've got some sort of sweetness dimension running down the page till we get to Fanta, which is probably the sweetest, and 7-Up, which is probably the lightest type product. Here's another variation. The interesting thing about these sort of maps is because they don't use one attribute or just the 2 attributes as normal, they're actually trying to aggregate lots of attributes together. So there's lots of different ways you could look at this. So that's another possibility. You could also add all 3 together. You could actually have more than 3 dimensions. There could be a whole range of attributes and factors you could identify. So that's what you need to do. The template's free to use. It's fairly easy to use. Like I said, it's available on this site along with lots of other information for you.